Good evening, everybody. This will be a quick, and this was supposed to be anyways, quick review of the pay-per-view here as I do each and every pay-per-view Sunday. A quick review of the show, myself, or if somebody will join. Tonight, going as long as it did, it'll just be myself, and I. Hopefully, I'll have my team members joining me on Thursday night to give us a full rundown, true rundown of Backlash and our true prediction, or true thoughts on it, reviewing it, and so forth. I do want to let people know to go over to Cameron Chase's channel. Cameron Chase in his channel, he'll be having his own review, and he has some strong words for the main event, for the fact that that was the main event and the result of it. For me, my quick review just here at the top of my dome, a pretty good show of Backlash. I think it was actually good. Now, do I think it was great? No, but I thought it was good, and I thought for a pay-per-view starting off this whole dual brand pay-per-views and this and that, it did its job. Now, I know it would have been more interesting and entertaining and better for some if more championships, let alone championships, changed hands, if there were new champions. And to actually be quite honest, tonight there wasn't actually any new champions. All champions retained, pretty much just like Greatest Royal Rumble event. Now, that one I should have, because I was incorrect in predicting that one too. I should have known that one was going to not go over any title changes beyond the one that was vacant at that time, the Raw Tag Team titles, because it was quote unquote glorified house show. But with how the show went and everything, and it's having titles not changing hands, I think it's setting up for Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is going to be a pretty dang good show. I know I enjoy, and I look forward to Money in the Bank each and every year. I really think it's one of the best pay-per-views WWE has. I think it's even better than Survivor Series, as I've been saying. That it is in my top four, and Survivor Series could be number 5. They're in the big 5 pay-per-view events. But all in all, Backlash doing pretty dang well. I myself went 5-4, so almost 500 with the 9 matches total that we predicted. I counted the AJ Styles Nakamura match, the end no contest. So that's probably setting up either a 3-way match or a 1-on-1, a rematch at Money in the Bank. Whether Samoa Joe gets involved or not, we'll certainly see. I should have known Roman Reigns was going to beat Samoa Joe, especially since it did become the main event and was the main event of tonight's pay-per-view. Big Cass losing to Daniel Bryan. I don't know. I'm already over Daniel Bryan. I don't know. I mean, I respect him, but I think Big Cass needed it more. Should have gotten the W there, even in various ways. So Daniel Bryan, not having to lose clean or something, but him actually winning clean was a little bit surprising actually for me. So, but still, Daniel Bryan getting the win there. Carmella successfully defending her title. Nia Jax successfully defending her title as well. So both women's titles stay where they are. I don't know where Alexa Bliss goes from here, but I believe she definitely will be part of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That's what I love. Really, in a way, some fans will just say, hey, they're throwing superstars in this Money in the Bank ladder match, men's or women's. And I say, well, it's actually pretty smart. That's how they're planning it to be that way, where it says superstars. So I think that's where Alexa Bliss will be going next month for June 17th pay-per-view event, Money in the Bank. Money, 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 money. But I certainly will be looking forward to that. I certainly will be enjoying that. I'm sure I'll be doing live reactions to the ladder matches for said briefcases for sure, along with a review after the show, like I do. Other things that happened at Backlash, we had Strowman and Lashley win. I went with KO and Sami Zayn, and they actually imploded a little bit. So that was actually interesting that I didn't think that was actually going to be happening anytime soon. I thought it was going to be Strowman and Lashley imploding to set up that feud moving forward at some point. But it being KO and Sammy, imploding during the match. Okay, fine. We're going to have them go switch field. In the pre-show, Ruby Riott did defeat Bayley. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but Ruby Riott defeating Bayley, I like that. Kind of goes into what I was thinking and booking for Bayley and Sasha Banks. They both losing to Ruby Riott. They both, not like one has it over the other. In this case, it would have been Bayley over Sasha Banks. But either way, both of them losing to Ruby Riott. We'll see how that thing goes moving forward. Maybe we'll have a tag team match. 2 members of the Riott Squad. But against those two, and then someone does truly turn. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen during the Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, like I said, I really think the intrigue heading into this Money in the Bank is going to be really, really good and really, really high. Though I'm sure I say that every single year because I just feel that Money in the Bank does that dang good in creating storylines in said ladder matches, and the ladder matches in themselves now having one for men, one for women, making it all more interesting and for sure interesting and entertaining, at least for me individually. But overall, Backlash, I would say a pretty dang good pay-per-view. If I had to grade it, I certainly would give it a B minus. Certainly give it a 7 or 7.5 or 8 out of 10. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and as much as I thoroughly enjoyed it, I'm sure I'll be going to YouTube later tonight or tomorrow and watching videos of other YouTubers that destroying the pay-per-view and that disliked it, which is fine. I respect their opinions. I respect that they don't feel the same way I do. I enjoy things more than others. So whether it's JD from NY, Good Mike, or others, keeping their strong criticism of it, I'm simply going to be here and be the positive light here on YouTube. Though I will, criticize little things or whatever that I find to share. Again, just my opinion of. But beyond that, I think Backlash and believe Backlash was a good event. And the only criticism I have of it is that the WWE title should have been the main event and not Roman Samoa Joe because it's a gosh darn WWE Championship. That should always be the main event if there's a WWE title match. And to be quite honest, WWE Championship match should always be the main event, even if both main titles are on the show. No matter who's the Universal Champion. Again, just my opinion there. But overall, I think Backlash was good. Welcome to vote on my pay-per-view Insta poll at WWE_podcast on Twitter. Did you think it was great, good, okay, or terrible? Welcome to retweet that and share it with your audience, with your fans, or just with your followers, period. And other WWE fans and members of the WWE universe. I thank you all for being here for this review. I'm going to check the chat and see if anybody was in here. If you are watching live or archived, again, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, know when I go live or otherwise. But I thank you all for being here, and I think Backlash overall was pretty good, and we'll go more in depth with it on Thursday night. But I got to get some sleep and got to go to work tomorrow. So I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Have a good Monday. I'll be back here tomorrow night for the Monday Night Raw review. And above all else, as always, take care.